This is Dispatches from Myrtle Beach with Charles Neal and my son Link from Good Mythical Morning. What you got in that cup, son?
Bourbon. What? No, I've got coffee. I've got my afternoon coffee in this cup here. I'm drinking the coffee with the half and half. No sugar, just cream, please. Just a half and half, and no sugar, just cream. That's what I have in this cup, Dad. Dad, I almost called you Daddy.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you enjoy your cup of coffee, Link. Yes,
good.
I do.
So good, so good, so good. I want to give you my best today. So I want to send the signal to my body that the caffeine is coming. So even before the caffeine hits, everything perks up. Everything gets everything gets ready. Everything gets a little more taut.
Oh my goodness! I didn't know coffee did all that to you, but that was, yeah. Good as you like coffee, I mean,
it's like you know what they call it when you're taking when you're subject to an experiment, but they're giving you a sugar pill.
Yeah.
But you're not going to say it. You know it, but you're not going to say it. What they call
placebo?
Look. See, there's people out. The internet is full of people who don't think you know what a placebo is, but you proved them all wrong, Dad.
Yeah, I know. Well, see, my coffee is kind of like when I had to have a Diet Mountain Dew, so, that would, try not to drink as many of them as I usually do and drink more water, but,
You deserve a treat every now and again.
That would be correct. Yes, I would.
You do.
You too. You too.
We both deserve a treat, and I think our loyal listeners deserve a treat.
Yes, I do, because here's what they need to remember.
Oh.
That the next few
I didn't realize I was teeing you up for a segue there. That was great. Yeah, okay, go ahead. Sorry. Good. Now I've messed up the segue. It would have been brilliant.
That's all right. The next few episodes will be in person with me and you. I'm coming to LA, and then they'll be coming out. So I'm looking forward to it.
We're going to bank a handful of episodes. Maybe we'll get to do 3 while you're here.
Yeah.
Because as you told me, the mythical team is making plans for you to be in all sorts of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see. When you land in LA and go to the house, you're coming in on Sunday, right? On a Sunday.
Yeah.
And
that would be correct.
Me and Christy will both be in New York City. New York City, as Lando and I call it. If everything goes according to plan, we will appear at the Global Citizens Festival, which is a free concert, which promotes being a positive force in terms of being a global citizen. I got to brush up on actually what I'm promoting with Global Citizen, but food scarcity and working with governments around the world to fight food scarcity and poverty. And so we're going to appear at this concert that there could be like 60,000 people there.
Man.
I've never been in front of 60,000 people. I'll tell you that, on stage.
That's a lot of people.
We're going to make a brief remark, and then at some point later, at least right now, I don't know, I feel like these kind of things can change last minute, but the plan that's sketched out is for us to introduce the headliner of the concert, Post Malone.
Oh, here we go.
So we come out on stage and introduce him, so that's when there'll be a lot of eyeballs on stage. you might have 60,000 people at a concert, but they may not be paying you any attention. But I think that I don't know. That seems like people be
If
paying
you
attention.
introduce and Post Malone, you're probably well. You're gonna have to, if you get a little minute aside with Mr. Malone, that you can tell him that they playing his music on 94.9 down here.
Oh, he knows it.
Down here that
that country album's
we've
going
been promoting
nuts.
him.
That dude.
I'm
he
telling
did it right. Do you like it? Have you listened to it? You don't.
Yes,
I don't know how much you listen to country music.
Well, I listen to it some, but they play a couple of his songs on 94.9. So
yeah. You told me that.
So
well,
I liked it. Yeah, but
so we'll be there, and the girls are coming. Chrissy and Jesse are going with us, and we're going to hang out with some friends there, and then we're going to come back on Monday. So when you land and get to the house, it'll just be y'all and Lando. Lando is going to be your concierge.
That would be correct, but it's going to be nice. I think we fly in at before 11:55 a.m. And I figured we could probably pretty close to 2 or 3 o'clock get to your house anyway.
Yeah, probably
on Sunday afternoon.
On a Sunday afternoon, you'll probably be there by 2 o'clock.
Yeah, so we're looking
if
forward
Lando
to
picks you up, it might take a lot longer, though, because he's not used to driving across town or driving at all.
I don't think. I think you got somebody picking me up.
We'll get you a car, Dad.
Yeah. Okay.
And
well, we looking. Hey,
Lando will have plans, I'm sure, for what y'all.
We're looking forward to getting us. Me and Nana. Nana is getting. We're really excited. We get to spend almost before y'all get home. We'll have to almost have a whole day with Lando right by ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Right by ourselves.
And the doggies.
And the dogs.
And the cat.
And the cat. Yeah, all of them. Yeah, but I mean mainly Lando.
Right.
Of course, I like.
He's probably going to plan to cook dinner for y'all. Like I don't know exactly what he's going to do, but I would guess that that's part of what he's thinking. If not the day that we're gone, maybe after we're back. But he'll definitely want to chef it up for y'all.
Okay.
Because at 14, I mean, he could stay at home alone, like he has the neighbors' numbers and everybody in the neighborhood, like we all know each other and take care of each other. But he doesn't like the idea of staying there home alone. So on the nights before you get there, we'll have somebody else staying there with him.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, that's going to be fun. And then we're going to be there. We should talk about what we're going to, I mean, I know we're going to be working you to the bone. That's a fact.
That would be correct.
But
that's what I have heard.
We got to figure out what Nana wants to do with Christy, and then we got to figure out what we're going to do of a night.
We're going to have to figure it out because it's Nancy's birthday when we're out there.
Is that right? Yes, it is. That Tuesday.
That's right.
Yes.
And I'm wishing my wonderful wife a happy birthday on Dispatches from Myrtle Beach. And I know it's going to be a special birthday because she's going to not just get to spend it with me, but get to spend it with you and Christy and Lando too. So it's going to be, she's excited.
All right,
It's going to be a good birthday.
I wonder if we should make reservations. What do you think? What do you think she would like? Reservations or doing something at home or?
Hey, you know how she is. If you want to go out somewhere, that's fine. If you want to do something, bring it home. And because I don't know what our schedule is going to be like
Yeah. Well, we'll be home at night though.
Yeah.
What's her favorite type of food?
Mexican.
Okay. All right. We'll think about it. Let me get back to you on that. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Does this take the pressure off you though? Because you'll be with us. All the celebration won't be up to you.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Yeah, that'll help out. But I don't mind being under that pressure because I like doing stuff and having things that's special for Nancy's birthday and yours too. We ain't always together, but try to do a little something special.
What about a burlesque show? I've never been to a burlesque show. I think it's like stripping, but you don't take all your clothes off. Have you ever been to one of those?
No, then meet something like maybe me and you ought to go to that.
Well, I feel like the only way I'm going to do it is if Christy goes with me. So if we can make it a Nancy's birthday thing, then I can finally get to see what this burlesque stuff is about.
That would be a memorial birthday that she probably wouldn't never forget.
That's what I'm thinking. It would be very memorial, whatever that means. Okay, we'll think about it. Yeah. I'm excited, though.
I'm getting a cramp.
Oh, you getting a cramp?
Yeah, right in my left. That's all right. I got it. Well, now, Link,
Minstrel?
I have heard that I have heard the Wonderhole episode with the truck destruction came out last week.
Yes. Okay. So, yeah, as of recording this, it's before the episode comes out. So it's the season finale of Wonderhole. We have 6 episodes. And of course, when we were in North Carolina filming with the truck, I started getting phone calls, mostly from you. Like, we were literally filming this thing, and then you start calling me.
But, to back up just a little bit, your mom brought your little red truck that you had that Papa got you.
Uh-huh.
And then Uncle Ross got it and had it redone and all that. But she brought it to the house and had it sitting out there in the yard and said,
yes,
I don't know if your mama told or who told, but told Aunt Tessie and Mama that you were coming to get that truck.
Yes.
And you were having it crushed. And listen, all you Myrtle Beast out there, it was a perfectly good truck. So that's where.
Hold on, Dad.
This comes in. That's where this comes in with. I'm sorry I interrupted you, but
no, go ahead.
This comes in with. Before Link got all this information, my sister, his Aunt Tessie, and my mama was burning my phone up.
Yeah, they weren't calling me.
They weren't calling you.
They were calling you.
They were calling me.
Uh-huh.
And you know how when people do things, and the first thing was out of my sister's mouth was, do you know what your son is going to do today? I thought, well, no, I ain't. I know he's in North Carolina filming some stuff and doing some stuff and everything, but I said, I really don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. And Nana was sitting there listening. It was on speakerphone. And Nana said, he's going to crush that truck.
So, yeah, where do I start? I have to defend myself here. Okay, so the truck passed from me to my Uncle Ross, and then, it was dead. It wouldn't work anymore. But then his son-in-law fixed it, brought it back to life, and then it stayed in the family for years. And I always knew it was around Uncle Ross's house, and I saw it a few times. It made me feel happy that it was still out there. And then when Uncle Ross passed, as part of the estate sale, they were selling this truck, and Aunt Tessie sent a picture and said, guess what's for sale? And this was years ago. And I was like, well, I'm going to buy it. So I bought it, and I had it shipped. I went and picked it up the next time I was home over that Christmas break, and I drove it to Mom's house, and we left it there. And that's where the footage of me teaching Lily and Lincoln how to drive a stick happened right when I purchased and picked up my truck. So it was this special moment, and it was special to have the truck. And then I parked it in Mom's backyard under the shelter. And then the next year when we came home, it wasn't running. Okay, so I couldn't get it running, and I didn't have a lot of time. We were visiting family, and it just wasn't running. So then the year after that, it wasn't running, and it got to a point where it's like, okay, now it's just sitting here. And when we hatched the idea, if you watch the episode, you'll see that we backed into this idea. We were making gummy versions of ourselves, and then we were talking about talking about crash test gummies and talking about crashing a truck. And then it this creative idea just kind of got away from us. That was like, we could reenact the crash that we had in the truck. And I got kind of excited about that from a creative standpoint without thinking about the ramifications of what I was getting so excited about, that it might involve damaging the truck when reenacting this crash. Well, then the story of the episode kind of follows. I mean, one of the storylines is me processing the events of that Halloween night where we were like egging people's houses and getting in a wreck, and like the damage that was done, like literally to like my friend's face and to the pastor's property. And as part of reliving that, I kind of had my own process of kind of owning the what's the word? The consequences of my actions. Because back in the day, I really didn't experience any of the consequences. And when it occurred to me that, when it came down that we couldn't reenact the crash, well, then I was kind of on this train of thought that I wanted to have some sort of closure. And, in terms of making the show, I think the part of the story that we don't talk about in the show that I'll talk about here is that I'm also making a show and telling a story that I want to craft a satisfying conclusion to that story. So I wanted to craft closure for the episode, but also experience closure for me as a person. So those two things converged in me crushing the truck. The reason why the thing that put me over the edge was because I disagree with what you said, that it was a perfectly good truck in good condition. It was clean and it was working occasionally, but the only way to start it was by hitting it with opening the hood and hitting it with a broomstick, literally. That's the only way it would start. And
hitting the starter, it was froze up.
And but beyond that, it wasn't really road safe. No. It might have been something I could have driven around the yard, and when Lando got older, I could have taught him how to drive a stick if I would have invested the time and the energy to fix some things about it. Like, we fixed it enough to where it would run. There was a gas leak, and literally there was gas leaking out of it. It could have been a death trap.
Yeah, and it was old.
I thought that the investment in destroying it kind of gave a special ending to it, and memorialized the truck forever in a way that
in your life.
Yeah, in a way that otherwise it would have stayed parked in Mom's backyard, and just the sheer momentum of life would have rendered it degraded and unusable. And it would have been nice to look out there and see it, but it also would have been sad that, like, with every passing year of me only coming home once a year, if I ever got the gumption to fix it, I just don't think I ever would. So it would have degraded in a backyard like those cars you see on cinder blocks.
Oh yeah.
In people's backyards. Like, oh, I'll fix it one day. So I just knew that was what would happen. So I gave it a send-off in the best way that I know how, which is in the season finale of the show that I'm so passionate about. So I feel good about the decision. I felt bad about how Aunt TC and Nana felt about it, but I did tell them that.
Yeah, I did. I did. When they called me about that, I just I cut them off, and I told them, Nana and Aunt Tisy both and Tracy, I said, listen, it ain't your truck. It's Link's truck. And whatever he wants to do with it is quite all right with me. It's his truck. and after I told them that, they left me alone about it.
Well, and once I talked to them about, once I told them everything that I just told you, then they cooled off a little bit. They respected it. Because it's like once you know that it's going to degrade in a backyard, it just is. That's just how it would be. Then I feel like that this was.
It was a good send off.
A special and cinematic.
Oh yeah.
Send off. But it really. I mean, there's lots of feelings wrapped up in it, and I think that's the type of thing that when we made this show, we're trying to bring real feelings into it, and putting ourselves out there, and like. When we first sparked the idea, I didn't realize what I was signing my truck up for completely.
Oh yeah.
But by the end of it, I stand by the decision, and it lives on in my heart.
It's like a lot of different things.
That's right.
In our time.
That's right.
That's right.
You can't hold on to everything forever. You can't. So. Watch Wonderhole. I mean, if people hate it or don't watch it or it rubs them the wrong way, that's something we'll have to discover. But I hope that's not the case. I hope that the story of consequences, and I don't know, maybe there's a story of redemption in there. I don't know. What to see. What the story, what the takeaway is. That's for you to find out as you go down the Wonderhole.
Well, I'm gonna have to go down to Wonderhole. I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
I am. It all worked out for something that y'all wanted it to work out for, and that's what's good for me.
It wasn't easy to watch it get crushed, though. I will say that.
Yeah,
that was real. Whew. Okay, let's move on though.
It's time for Match My Freak, whatever that means.
Yeah. Do you even know what Match My Freak means?
No, it means doing something like you do, or you doing something like I do.
It means that can you get as wild as me in certain contexts. So we're going to impersonate each other. That's basically our way of saying we're going to do. Who wants to go first? You want me to go first? I'll go first.
Yeah, that's fine.
Welcome to Dispatches from Myrtle Beach with me. I'm Charles Neal, and this is my son from Good Mythical Morning, Link. How you doing today, Link?
I'm doing good.
Oh, you're gonna be me? Yeah. Well, I'll let you get into character in a second. That would be correct. Oh, and sometimes if I get real excited, it goes even higher like this. I think he laughs like that. Well, how do you pronounce quinoa? 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 Queen kawawa? Queen kawawa? Oh, is that dead on, Dad? Is that spot on?
That's getting pretty close.
That's pretty close. It's still
you missing you've been gone so long. You're still missing a little. You missed a little bit of that southern accent. That southern accent. That would be correct.
That would be correct.
But you might pass for me somewhere. Yeah.
Especially when you take your glasses off.
That would be correct.
Definitely be correct.
Yeah.
You are the spitting image of me.
Well,
Now it's your turn.
it's my turn.
You gonna try to be me, Dad?
I'm gonna try to be.
No holds barred. Don't hold back. Oh yeah! Look at him. He's got the glasses.
Well, Link, you're such a picky eater. I've watched the videos with you and Rhett, and you talk about pretzels. I don't eat pretzels. And I don't eat coconut. And I don't like tomatoes. And, all these food that y'all like. And Rhett, I'm sorry you just get so upset about what I don't like. And I really don't like oysters. And I'm really not going to eat these things. And I really don't like cheese. I don't like cheese. I'm not going to eat cheese. I'm just not going to eat it. And, all these things that my dad and I have in common that we don't like, because we don't like a lot of the same things. But my dad does like tomato sandwiches with Duke's mayonnaise on it, and just loves them. And
What is this voice?
but I'm not going to eat cucumbers, and I just don't like cucumbers. I don't know how people can eat those things. And I hope, I just like the things. I'm just really a meat and potatoes man, and I'm just
I'm a
going to
ham
keep
man,
eating this. Do what?
I'm a ham man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you like ham like Uncle Dan didn't like ham because Mama fixed Dan ham for 6 years and didn't know he didn't like it, Link, just like you love it. He hated ham just like you hate all those things that you like. So I am just so sorry that I don't like the things that other people like.
Is he still going?
But I still really like eating what I like to eat, and I'm not going to eat them old soggy mushrooms either. I'm not going to eat them. I mean, I'm just not going to do it. So, oh yeah. And the thing that me and my dad do have so much in common is I'm not going to eat any kind of olive. I'm not going to eat olives. They taste terrible. I had to eat that one on the show. Thought I was going to be sick. I mean, I can just smell them and almost be sick. So I'm not going to eat olives either. I don't like olives. I don't care if you put them on the pizza, and they're black olives and they're cooked. I'm still not going to eat. And look at my right arm. It's got tattoos all over it. Don't you like my tattoos? They're all over my arm. It's of a plant. And I just had to keep up with Lance and get me a tattoo like he had.
Dad, what is this voice you're doing? What is this proper voice that you're doing? Is it this is how you think that I talk?
That is the way you talk. I listened to you today.
That is the way that you talk. You think that I talk like this? I am very proper, and I talk like this. All right. Yep. All right. That's me, Dad. I've had enough. I've had enough.
So you like my glasses?
Yes, I like you. I like your glasses. They're very much like my glasses.
Yes, they are.
Mercy. Can't take it anymore.
My dear Logan got me them glasses.
Wow, Dad. That is that is what you think of me.
Well, when you talk like I do and you try to talk like somebody else, it just comes out different.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that as an apology.
I didn't mean anything offensive. I was just, trying to.
I'm a little bit picky. I'm a little bit.
But you do talk with a little bit of etiquette, so
Okay, Dad. Yep. I do talk with a little bit of etiquette. This is how my dad thinks that I talk.
Well.
I just don't. Okay. Wow. This might be you might be tearing us apart, Logan.
I'm sorry.
If we keep this
I'm
up.
sorry.
No, that ain't gonna happen. It's time for another edition of. Y'all need to look at this paint. We're gonna look at some paint, and it says Lily, not our Lily,
Nope.
sent in a question and said, I absolutely love Dispatches from Myrtle Beach, especially General Positive. You both radiate. But now I want you to be mean.
Oh.
I hope you could roast. Does Charles know what that means? My 12-year-old sister for picking the world's ugliest paint color for her bedroom.
Oh.
It's called French Market. Here's a picture of the color.
So do you know what roast means?
It means when you're talking bad about somebody else.
That's right.
Trying to get them to make, and most of the time a roast and do something that makes it funny, but she don't want this to be funny.
Okay, yeah. She wants a real mean-spirited insult. Let's see this room color. Okay. All right. Let this 12-year-old have it.
Well, Lily, you better be glad you're not at my house, because I just painted one of our bedrooms, and it's not quite that color, but it's we got one in here that's kind of green like that, and we got one that's kind of an aqua green now that I'm painting. So,
well, hold on. It sounds like you're taking Lily's sister's side. Are you not willing to roast her for this paint color?
No.
Okay, well, roast Lily then. Let her have it.
Well, that's why we're going to turn this around, because I didn't see a problem, but I got some paint colors that if she'd have painted her room these colors, you would have been disgusted.
Oh.
Here's one.
Okay, that looks like grape.
Purple. It's shiny purple.
Yeah, that's bad. All right, let's see the next one. Oh, that's a ugly
Putrid orange.
It's called
that's
putrid?
what I mean. Putrid orange. That ain't what it's called. It's called orange fruit. I mean, that could be like me and you.
Don't put that on your wall.
And then, now that's some lime. If she'd have painted it this lime green,
Right.
like we got,
You'd have a case.
yeah, you'd have, a case. But she kind of used a pastel green, and then you could have painted it this mauve or reddish pink color that when you woke up every morning and had to look at it, you'd have wanted to throw up. So,
Lily, you didn't. The tables have been turned. You have been roasted. Ha ha.
I'm sorry, but
now you see how bad things could have gotten. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You
need to be careful when you start being critical of somebody else's taste, because it can come back and bite you. And Charles Neal gonna come back and bite you.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, Lily, but that's we try to be pretty honest on this, on dispatches, and
let me tell you, he impersonated me earlier in this episode, and I have not emotionally recovered from it. So I can speak from from experience, Lily, and say I know how it feels to have the tables turned on you. You think you're going to have like a nice, cordial exchange on a show, and then it turns into Mr. Unexpected coming out of the woodwork to rip you a new one. That's not what we signed up for. I'm with you, Lily. I'm sorry. I know how you feel. It hurts. But keep listening.
Well, Lily, I'm sorry too, but I just like the color, and
he's not
didn't
sorry.
think it was that bad.
Lily, he's not sorry. He just said it, but you can tell he didn't mean it. Watch the YouTube video.
No, I
You can
didn't.
tell you didn't mean it.
I did mean it. I mean, I like the color. I showed you some colors that you better be glad she didn't paint them that color. So.
What about saying I had etiquette? Huh?
Wait, do you do adequate? I think would be a nice thing.
But the way that you did it, it didn't seem nice. It seemed hurtful.
It did.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Inaccurate. It was like a smear campaign.
You tried to be me, and I tried to be you. That was all that was about. You took it too personal. I didn't take personally you trying to talk.
Because mine was beautiful,
like
Dad.
Me.
Like
no,
my impersonation of you is wonderful, and it is life-giving.
That would be in your opinion.
Lily, I'm with you. Sometimes the truth hurts, I guess.
Lily, we're gonna just have to go on and hope things work out, because after the way I've tried to impersonate Link today, we may not have any more dispatches from Myrtle Beach. He may not show up no more because I've hurt his feelings.
And here you are flying out here. It's going to be awkward as hell.
I'm going to have to practice on how you talk till I get out there so I can impersonate you some more.
I mean, you could tell me what you think of my impersonation of you. You haven't said that.
Well, I told you I didn't think it was too bad, but I didn't think it had another Southern slang accent to it. But
you think it
can't
needs
help
to be
that.
More Southern than even what I was.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to get on down there and get with it if you're going to talk like me. Yeah.
It wasn't even, it ain't even Southern enough, is what he's saying. Okay. You know I'm just messing with you. I loved it. I loved every second of it.
Well, I hope all you Myrtle Beach out there enjoyed it. And then when you watch this on a podcast on YouTube, because it was fun having you all here with us today, and we'll be back next week for another one.
In person.
And in person.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to follow, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube. And while you're at it, rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. And if you got a question, comment, or story you'd like to share with me, email me at ratherbesagging53@aol.com. And y'all have a great rest of your week, and we can't wait to spin your world again next time.
There it is. All right. That was fun, Dad. No hard feelings at all, of course.
No.
Love you.
No, because I love you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, I know.
I love you even more when you take your glasses off and look just like me.
Yep.